Hey everyone, my name is Shea and I normally do singing videos, but today I thought that I would talk to you guys a little bit about Disney auditions. Just kind of go over what to expect, what to bring, what to wear, all that good stuff. So just because I kind of wish that there would have been a way for me to kind of know what to expect, so here I am. I have been able to audition in Florida for Disney World. I've also auditioned in California for Disneyland, the Disney Cruise Line, as well as Tokyo Disney and the Aladdin show. So they all kind of differ depending on what it is that you're auditioning for, and Disneyland compared to Disney World were like totally different animals, so it was just weird. But first things first, just kind of thought that I would talk to you guys a little bit about resumes. So I think it's really important to bring a resume. They do take a picture of you while you're there, and they kind of have you fill out a little bit of a resume on a piece of paper, but I think it just makes you look really professional and makes you stand out, and they can really just remember you and put a face to a name. So I'm just going to kind of go over some examples of some of my old headshots and resumes. This is one of my first ones. You want your first and last name down at the bottom, and then a nice close-up of your face. Really shows off your personality. You like it, you think you look pretty, handsome, whatever. So that's one example. And then here is another example, another one of my older ones. First and last name down at the bottom, and then nice close-up. Like I said, once again, shows off your personality, shows off who you are. And when it comes to resumes, you can either just print it out on a piece of paper like this and then staple it two at the top, one on the bottom. This is just the format that I've always been taught when I had a manager and an agent. This is the way that they wanted it done. If you don't know how to write a resume, you can always go ahead and Google it, and there's lots of different ways that you can do it, but make sure you follow it, make sure it looks professional, and even if you don't have a lot of stuff to put on your resume, that's okay. Everybody has to make a start somewhere, so they'll understand that. Here's one of my newest ones. Once again, first and last name down at the bottom. I decided to go with kind of more of a body shot picture because I thought it was a nice picture. It showed off my personality, and wanted to show that I have a figure. So I took this to Staples, and they were able to just print it on the back. Some casting directors don't like it. Sometimes they do. It just kind of totally depends on who they are, and you can't please everybody. But this is the way that I went ahead and did it. And like I said, you can just take a picture to Staples or Kinko's or something, and they can go ahead and make something really nice like this. Next, I wouldn't suggest wearing a whole lot of makeup. I'm not being a very good example right now, but but pretty much you want to be more of like a blank canvas for them. I think that they want to be able to look at you and think, who can we cast her as? Who can we cast her as? Because they want to cast you as more than one different princess. So try not to wear a whole lot of makeup, just kind of more of enhancing your beauty, like, not like the crazy purple eyeshadow that I've got going on right now, but I was having fun today. And then when it comes to clothes, I have seen people wear all different kinds of things. I've seen girls wear like cute little summer dresses and bring character shoes. I've seen people wear like dance clothes, like sweatpants and sweatshirts from Victoria's Secret. I've seen it all. So just wear something that you feel good in, you feel confident in, and a color that really makes you stand out. Probably a bright color, and a color that really brings out your eye color too. Like me, I would wear blue. I would wear like a really pretty bright blue. I don't know. You have to kind of do a lot of sitting around, whether you're going to be sitting around outside or whether you're going to be sitting inside. And I think it's kind of important to be comfortable. So even if maybe you were to bring one outfit for when they first see you and then change into something more comfortable in case you get called for like dancing and stuff like that. That's important. Another thing, bring snacks because you get hungry. And they do have vending machines, but if you're like me, you're poor and you don't have the money for that stuff. So bring snacks and drinks and all that good stuff. And then maybe you can share your snacks and drinks and you can make friends. That's the best part. I love that. Let's see. What else? Oh, and then, okay, so we went over headshot, resume, makeup, clothing. Oh, I would strongly suggest getting there very early. If you are auditioning in California, get there early. When I have auditioned for Disneyland, there have been upwards of like 400 people there, and they take 50 people in at a time. And I always get there 3 hours early because I'm kind of like, I don't like to be late, and I feel like if I'm not 15 minutes early, then I'm late. So, and I like to get in that first group of 50. I think it's super important because you want to set the standard and you want to go in there before they get tired, before everybody just starts looking like everybody else, before they're just so freaking done and bored out of their minds that they're just like, can we just get on with this? Can we just, find people? So I would strongly suggest getting in there super early so that you can get in that first group of 50. So like I said, they take 50 people in at a time, and they line you up in 5 rows of 10, and then they'll go down and look at every single person. And they might stop and kind of stare at you, and it's really weird and uncomfortable, and you just got to stand there and smile. And they might ask you a question like, how old are you? Who's your favorite character? How did you hear about our auditions? Stuff like that. And just make sure that you have the pretty princess voice and you're just like, oh, I'm so happy to be here and yay. So, just, think about that stuff. And then they will tell you right away if they're going to keep you or if they're going to let you go. If you get kept, then you're probably going to be sitting around and waiting for a while because they're going to start going through more groups. You could be sitting around waiting for a while before they pull you into wigging, the wigging department. The casting directors will kind of have already chosen for you who they're going to wig you as. I've been wigged as Sleeping Beauty, Snow White, and Mary Poppins. And they'll give you a piece of paper and they want you to fill out like your age your age and your weight and your height and shoe size, stuff like that. Sometimes before you get wigged, they will take the group of people who they already have, like maybe they'll have like 150, 200 people that they've already picked, and then they'll go ahead and take you and teach you the princess dance. And it's really easy, and I'm a really, really bad dancer. I'm really bad. So if I can do it, I promise you can do it too. So, but pretty much, even if you don't know it and you're freaking out, just fake it till you make it. Just do the best that you can and don't stress about it, because if you stress about it, then it's just not going to be good. So just smile, and even if you mess up, just do that princess thing and be like, oh my goodness, I didn't mean to mess up. Just like work it, make them know that you didn't mess up and you want to be there and you're a pretty little princess or prince or whatever. But just do it the best that you can. I really struggled with the dance, and I was just beating myself up, and I was just like, this sucks. And, I learned that I just need to go in there and just do my best and just have fun and just take the experience, because that's kind of what it's all about, is just experiencing auditioning. Because the more times you go, the better you get. And the more people you meet, and it's fun, and I love it. So those are some of the things that happen for Disneyland. Like I said, you can do the princess dance before you get wigged. Sometimes when they do the princess dance, they'll teach it to you, and then they'll teach it to you like 5 times, and then you'll do it for the casting directors in a group of 5, and then they'll cut again. Other times they will take you into the wigging, and then they will wig you and they'll take a picture of front, profile. You only get the wig. You don't get the whole costume. You just get that. And then if they keep you again, then they'll take you into the dance. I don't know. It's been different times that I've gone. So I don't know what the reasoning is, but anyways, let's see. For Disney World, that was a whole different animal. I got there really early because I was expecting there to be a lot of people, but there weren't. There was like 64 people or something like that, and it was really weird to me. So I got there super early, and I was like, is this it? But the thing is Disney World has auditions for princesses all the time. Disneyland, not so much. So you don't really need to get there as early for Disney World. Once again, they will take you in as the group and look at you, go down the row and look at you. Then they'll make their first cut. And then we got taken into the next room and we got taught the princess dance. Once again, super easy, really similar to Disneyland's. One thing to think about is that with Disney World, if they're going to cast you as a princess, they most likely want you to be a fuzzy character. And I did not know that, and I did not want that. Nothing against fuzzy characters because I love them, but the idea of being in a hot costume for a while, just am claustrophobic, and I just don't like it. So I wasn't really thrilled when I found that out. So after they taught us the princess dance, then they made a second cut, and then for those who they kept, then they wanted us to do some improv. If you don't know what improv is, it's an acting exercise. It's really easy. You can also Google it, and because I'm not good at defining stuff. So, but the things that they gave us to do was act like a monkey, act like you're washing a dog, act like you're painting a fence, and I think one other one. And they really wanted you to get into it. And I was so uncomfortable, and I was just like, I don't want to do that. I just want to be a pretty princess. But they were eating it up with people because this girl came up to one of the casting directors when she was acting like a monkey, and she was like picking like bugs off, pretending like she was picking bugs off of him. And I was like, I'm so not going to get this. So keep that in mind. Don't bite yourself in the foot like I did and totally ruin it for yourself by just not going for it and just doing your best job. I was just being a dummy and just didn't want to do it. So I got cut. So I don't really know what happens after that, but you know. Okay, when it comes to auditions where you might be singing, such as Cruise Line or the Aladdin show or any of the other shows that they have. Pick songs that are really Disney-esque. They're going to want 2 different songs, 16 bars each. If you don't know how to count 16 bars, go ahead and Google it. Again, I don't really know how to explain it very well. I just know what it is. But it's got to be 16 bars. Don't go over 16 bars because they will cut you because they only have so much time and they've got so many people that they need to get through. So it's really important. Even if you cut like really, I mean, you want it to be a nice piece of the song, but even if you cut like in the middle of the song, but it just needs to be 16 bars. And then, like I said, pick 2 songs that are contrasting. So an upbeat and then more of a ballad. Choose songs that show off your voice. I think what they really are looking for, though, is someone that maybe doesn't have a killer voice. If you do, that's great. But they want you to act the crap out of that song. Like they want you to just be phenomenal with the acting part of it. I feel like that's kind of a lot of what's been going on in the industry is just like they really want you to be able to act the song. So some of the songs that I chose when I have auditioned, one of them was Home from The Wiz. That was my ballad. And I think it's a really pretty song. Once again, it's kind of Disney-esque. So, especially because I just sing like a princess. So I know it's sung more like soulful, but I'm not good at soul. Another one that I chose was Much More from the Fantastics. It's a really cute little youthful song. I love it. It's really fun. So that is one that I also chose. Once again, 16 bars. I think that casting directors and accompanists, because they will have an accompanist waiting for you, will really appreciate it if you bring your music in a binder, okay? Try really hard not to bring it in a book, because they want to make you sound great. They want to be able to play really well for you, and it's really hard for them to play well when they're trying to fiddle with keeping your book up there and like, you know, not having the pages like flip around and everything. So I think the like I said, accompanists really appreciate it when you bring in a binder. I have all my music copied. And then I actually, if you can't print it double-sided, I actually make it so that it is double-sided. So it is more like a music book. So they can just flip it and it's like right there, and it's awesome. And I have had a lot of accompanists tell me that they really appreciate that I did this. And make sure that you have your music ready. Like have the little sticky tabs right here, so you can just flip to it right away. Because once again, they don't have time to wait around and have you fiddle with your music trying to find everything. So that is really important as well. And then pretty much when you come in for the singing parts, you want to have your music prepared. When I auditioned for Cruise Line, they have you go in and you get a number and then you get called. You go in one at a time and you sing your song, and then you get told right then and there if they want you to come back for a callback. When I auditioned for Cruise Line, I got called back for Ariel and for Blue Fairy, and it was super exciting for me, and I was really happy. But at the same time, I was starting to get really serious with my husband, and it's a long contract. I think it's like 6 to 9 months. It's a long contract, and everything happens for a reason. I didn't want to leave because, you know. But if you guys have any questions, go ahead and post it below or message me or whatever. I'd be really happy to answer your questions. I'm kind of all over the place when I talk. My husband complains about it all the time because I just like to talk so much. So if you guys have any questions, like I said, go ahead and post it or write me, and I will get back to you guys ASAP. I hope this made sense. I hope this helped. If you guys go on auditions and you guys get something and I maybe helped a little bit, I would really like it if you guys could tell me. That would be great if you guys could tell me, and then I could share in your excitement, and it would be really awesome. But I hope y'all are having a really good day, and I hope to hear from you soon. Bye!